Hello and welcome to Aethus. Explore a futuristic sci-fi underground world, mine resources, and build a fully customizable outpost. Uncover a dystopian corporate conspiracy in the story-driven survival and base-building game with a distinctive low-poly style. This is developed and self-published by Pawsmonaut Games, and is our next selection for Steam Next Fest, February 2026. So this game is kind of a mix between something like Planet Crafter and something like Astroneer, maybe. A little bit more story. Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say there's necessarily more story than either of those either. It's kind of a little bit different, though, too. Our objective is, as mentioned, to go through a cave system, excavating different types of materials and building a base on the surface. The game starts out with a little bit of a prologue tutorial kind of a thing, and we're going to go through that and then go into the actual main part of the game. I was asked to show the settings panel, specifically a few things revolving around UI scaling and I don't know, maybe some other things too. So kind of just a quick scroll through the through the settings panel. I like how they tell you UI scaling settings are available at the bottom of the menu. I thought for a moment this resolution scaling was UI scaling, but quality, audio, of course, controls, of course, a couple of different gameplay settings here, and then the UI scaling is actually piecemeal, so you can choose which components of the AI you want to, or AI, yeah, the UI you want to scale, including the global scale and then individual scales, which is kind of a nice thing. So hope that was helpful. At least I don't want to spend a lot of time on those types of things, because I would rather get into the gameplay and get into the look and feel of the game, but I don't have a problem with showing it kind of quickly. Let's go ahead and start the game and play through the prologue, which only takes just a couple of minutes. But it's also kind of serves to tell a little bit of the backstory of our main character. Let's see. We're going to keep everything at standard, just because, and then we're not going to enable negative vitality effects. The game has a pretty good hunger and thirst mechanic, I would say, or pretty important or key or whatever. So this will allow negative effects all the way down to death when the vitality stats are neglected. Instead, we'll just have like exhaustion, I think, effectively. And I think we'll keep this as is, but you can change this setting anytime during the gameplay. If you set it one way, you want to try it another way, and then switch it back, all these settings can be modified anytime. So let's go ahead and start. Astral Resource Corporation mining claim beneath the mining colony of something. I should have started reading it sooner.
Out we get. Back up here twice in one day. I must be crazy.
Alright, so, of course, controls, as all games start out with WASD, middle mouse or QE to rotate, and then zoom with control, middle mouse button, like that. And then, I think it'll eventually just...
Steve, why are we here so late in the day? Everyone's gone home.
No idea, pal. Trudy had it down as an urgent job, and we need the overtime credits.
One of the interesting things is you're always running in this game.
All right.
If you want to walk, you have to hold shift. Alright, so we come up to this door console here, and click, and then we can open the door. Or maybe we can't.
Roland, take down a message for Junior Engineer Stewart.
It's me.
Alex, Maeve again. Door to mining claim 749 is on the fritz. Sounds like the servo needs replacing. Again. Get it done first thing, please.
Message sent. So, how are we getting in?
There's an old access shaft we can use. Back up the other passage.
So there's these boxes laying around, and you can't interact with them, but they look like chests. So I went through and...
Mess. Now we're all gonna have to do a workplace tidiness in safety seminar tomorrow. Great.
So for these elevators, you don't actually get in the elevator first. You just click the elevator console here and then click the button and you magically appear at the other end of the elevator. Like that.
This call will be recorded.
Maeve, I was
up?
expecting to hear
We
from
are
you
up.
by now.
Okay.
That cost-effective door mechanism you ordered is on the fritz. Again. We're taking the old shaft into the claim. Time is money. Chop chop.
I might need to turn that down a little bit. That audio might be a little bit loud. That must be... Maybe it's part of dialogue? I'm not sure. That jingle, that... I'll just see the next time she calls. If it's any quieter, adjust the other things.
Maeve, look! Kalinite!
Ugh, extraction team is getting sloppy. Well, may as well grab it while we're here.
So you mine just by clicking, and the robot there fires its laser, and then uses a tractor beam kind of effect to pick up the particles that you need from it. You can walk into the particles that are floating with the tractor beam to pick them up a little bit faster, but they'll eventually get brought to you if you don't walk too far away. If you walk too far away, they get dropped. All right, picked up 16 kalinite ores so
Sky
far.
sapphires! Those weren't on the prospecting report.
Weird. That means the team wouldn't have had the gear to extract them.
Lucky my laser has a charge mode. Remember to build up the energy sphere to crack the nose.
Are you trying to teach your grandmother to suck eggs right now, Roland?
Hell, it never hurts to have a wee reminder. You are 35 now, Maeve.
Fuck you.
I love the dialogue. So yes, if you have to click multiple times in the same spot or vaguely the same spot to break up the harder minerals like the sky sapphires. Get them all? Looks like I got them all.
This
Yeah, that's
call
better.
will be recorded.
Maeve, finally. The board have decided to trigger the accelerated extraction protocol. What? We're almost down to the mineral seam. The latest data shows more than just that seam. Of course. Sky sapphires. That's right. A pleasant surprise for everyone. Ultra in demand for our luxury adornments division. So, we need extraction completed by tomorrow. I don't know. This whole area is unstable. We've adjusted for that. Everything will be fine. Just do a quick scan to confirm the explosives are in position, and we all get a nice 0.4% efficiency bonus.
Nice.
Everything looking okay? That's great. Now, there should be a crate containing the arming key nearby. The code is 1992.
Can you type these? No. Okay, you gotta click it. Alright. And we get a key.
Okay,
So I did
use
X
the
to
key
scan,
to
by the way.
arm the charges, Maeve.
X to scan to show you anything nearby that you can interact with, which is kind of nice. As you saw, I interacted with or attempted to interact with the door console on this side, but it didn't do any. Didn't let me even try anything. Let's do this. We'll put the key in like that, and then arm the charges.
Maeve, my projections show these explosives could collapse the entire mine. We have to get out of here.
What? The Invermark colony is above us. People could be hurt. We need to stop it.
How? The charges are armed.
We can override them with my... Oh no. I left my data pad at the RPC when we arrived.
Go, Maeve!
We have to use that access shaft again. Oh, stupid broken door.
So I already knew what was happening.
The system says you're at a safe distance, maybe. Ready to go? I am definitely not at a safe distance. I told you we've run the numbers. It's fine. I'll just go ahead and start the countdown now you're clear. Done. Ping me once the dust settles. Toodles.
I already knew it was going to happen, so I started running ahead of time.
We're not gonna make it.
It won't let me even use the elevator.
Keep running!
I hadn't made it this far earlier. And so ends the prologue, basically. Astro Resource Corporation mining mineral processing station, the surface of Aethus, several months later.
This is humiliating.
Hush you. Spare parts can't talk.
Arc ID confirmed. Designation, Maeve. Role, Lead Geotechnical Engineer. Access granted for work duration of 19 minutes, 54 seconds.
This'll be our ticket out. Screw Ark and their soul-sucking grind.
We have to find the right mining claim first. There are 672 for sale today.
Grandad only told us pieces, but with the help of a genius AI drone,
With truly majestic information processing capabilities.
we can use Ark's secret mining data to identify which one was Grandad's old claim. Just need to connect Trudy's broken refining manager to a yield arbiter.
Without triggering security.
Okay, Roland, you're up. Or should I say, in.
You know I can float, right?
And if you did, Ark would immediately detect your anti-grav drive.
System accessed. Correlating refining and yield data with your granddad's stories. No results.
Damn it.
Hey, Maeve! Are those thermocouplers realigned yet? That refining manager is scheduled to restart in 41 seconds. And any loss of output will be deducted from your pay.
Done soon, Trudy.
32 trillion credits in minerals a year. But they'll cut our maintenance fees any chance they...
672, Roland. We need to track it down faster. He talked about a speculatus, something.
Searching. No match.
Oh, what are we looking for, Grandad?
Maeve, we're almost out of...
There was a kappa. Oh, what was it? Module. Kappa module.
Searching. Claim packet cosign. Kappa AZ1 torn.
Hey, you okay?
What? Yeah. Why?
You just.
No time. Claim ID is AZ1.
Whew. Let's take a look.
That's real sus.
Last occupant 35 years ago. Middle of nowhere. Estimated yield value is low. You'll need a loan, even with all your savings. Not going to be much left for supplies. Hope you like cactus juice.
Worth it to be free of these parasites. Middle of nowhere's just a bonus. Lots of privacy, so we can track down whatever the kappa module is.
Button.
Maeve, I have rated your performance as sufficient but requires improvement. If you are done, your next assignment is...
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely done. They tell you if you work hard and keep your head down, anyone can make a life working here. It's not really life, though, not after they're done with you. Tired and empty and dead inside. I'm not gonna let it happen to me. No more scraps while they feast. Buying Grandad's old claim cost everything I had, but at least now, everything I do for me. And Roland. I just hope whatever he wanted us to find under Aethus is worth it.
Alright, and there's the second half of the prologue finished. One Piece interactive, One Piece comic storytelling. Kind of a neat combination, I guess. A bit unique.
Surprised Trudy let you keep your suit after we left, Maeve. Are you not going to get a bit hot in there?
I bought it off the scrap heap after what happened at the Invermark mine. This thing saved my life, so I had it repaired. And no, it's air conditioned.
Well, la-dee-da. Come on, we're nearly there.
With what Ark charged for the shuttle, you think we'd be closer to the claim?
Not too far now, just through this canyon.
So, Jay gives you a log screen that you can take a look at here. Personal logs, discovered logs, conversations, which are quite extensive, and then the tutorials, which is also accessible with T, gives you, of course, the tutorials we've seen, which we don't need to see. So one of the things we'll want to do as we walk through this canyon is pick off a few things, a few of the plant life things. Not a lot of it, but a few things. Not quite to the level of like Satisfactory or whatever, where you're constantly picking.
Is that it down there?
Aye, but unless you have an anti-grav drive hidden in that suit, we'll need to find a safe way down.
Not quite the satisfactory level of biomass, at least as far as I can tell, needed, but we will need some.
I'm starving. You got anything to eat, Roland?
I'm afraid we're all out. I did try and get you to pack an extra nutrient bar, but you said, and I quote,
Roland, we'll find food when we get there. It's an adventure.
Weirdly good impression.
thank you. There are cacti in abundance here. You should be able to harvest some fruit from them until we can cook up something better.
Okay, let's warm up your laser with something easy to start with.
No, I'm doing kind of what they're talking about. Some of the cacti have fruit, some of them do not. The fruit is the little purple stuff. It seems like some of the larger cacti, like this one, have no fruit. They just have biomass, but the smaller ones, even the medium-sized ones, appear to have all have fruit. So,
Watch your feet, Maeve. Your suit can absorb the impact of a small jump like this, but anything much further, and you'll not be a happy bunny.
We can also go into the inventory here, and we can consume items by middle mouse button. So, cactus fruit, we can eat it raw. It's not great, but it'll give us a little bit of the vitality stuff here.
Not the tastiest thing, but it's helping.
Once we get set up, you'll be able to start cooking hot food. Don't worry.
So they give a little bit of stamina, a little bit of nutrition, and actually a fair bit of hydration. And so we'll need to consume a few of those before we can actually cook them, but that's okay. We'll do that. Oh, and then we can do X here again too, and it'll show us the interactable things. The big trees. Actually, I should shoot one of those just to show. They fall quite apart, and they give a lot of biomass. And it's such a huge mess that Roland can't actually pick it all out of the huge mess. So we need to go in there and help him clean it up a bit. There we go. If I go up here, which I did during my first run through.
Plenty of time for exploring later,
Yeah.
Maeve. Let's go and get the outpost set up.
We get yelled at about going off track, so we're going to go back on track. And come down here. I think there's one more here. No. Okay.
We're here.
We're here.
This is it?
This is it. It doesn't look like much right now, but with a little bit of work, we'll be up and running in no time.
Doesn't look like much. It looks like a barren desert filled with scrap.
It is. But it's what's underneath us that matters.
True. I was kind of hoping for something a wee bit more impressive, though.
Let's start zapping so we can build up something impressive then.
Agreed. Then we can figure out how to start looking for this Kappa module Grandad mentioned should be around here.
So, a lot of this metal here will yield metal scrap. Even the like the railings here on these fences will yield metal scrap. We have a new journal entry waiting. An inauspicious start. I finally arrived at the claim. I have to admit my initial impression is underwhelming. The rusting remains of the previous expedition here lie all around me. They're long gone now, and I know they apparently didn't have much success. With all of Granddad's stories about this claim and some sort of Kappa module, there has to be a reason he'd want me to come here. That said, I can't help but feel apprehensive. I've risked everything in this venture. If I can't make this expedition a success, I'm going to end up slinking back to Ark with my tail between my legs and begging for my old job back. This has to pay off. I won't read all of these logs, but that one is kind of a story establishing one, so I thought it was useful at least. We need to pick up a bunch of scrap, and then we need to build something. So I just wanted to get a bit of scrap picked up here before we try to build the thing, because I think we need a bit on hand before we can do it. Yeah, I think... Oh, there's another piece right there that needs to be zapped. I'm going to go this way, though, because, well, I need to go this way. Future reasons. That one's a little tough to clear. This one I think we can clear too. Okay. There. You probably have some cactus fruit. Yes, you do. You should have some as well. Yeah, this is following us. And let's go ahead and clear this tree. And some more of this metal here we can clear in a little bit. Okay, so that should be enough clearing for now. Let's go ahead and do build. And then we need to build a makeshift forge. I don't like that the tutorials are popped up here above the things you want, but we need to go into facilities and build a makeshift forge.
Right. First priority, shelter.
Agreed. Night will be falling soon, and we don't want to be stumbling around in the dark when a dust storm hits.
Alright, so if we
Can you
click
come up
on...
with specs for a shelter using this scrap?
Done. Already in your blueprint library.
Alright, so if we click on this, we can then, let's see. How do we do that? Ah, there we go. I was clicked on it in build mode, and you had to be clicked out of build mode in order to click on the thing. I'm just going to feed all this scrap in, well, as much as we can feed in. I guess we can feed it all in. And then it'll refine... Oh, we need to put biomass in there, too. And then it'll refine that scrap and biomass into building material, which is why we needed to have the biomass, because it's a little bit of fuel for this initial bit of the game. But I don't think we need it for very long, unless... Well, we get things later that require more of it. Let's see. I'm also picking up bits of rock or regolith or something. Yeah, regolith chunks. We'll need those later, so it's fine. Let's see, you can have that. And give me these. Right click, there we go. I was doing the wrong thing. And then we need to build a makeshift habitat. Here in facilities? No. Structures? Yes. Makeshift habitat needs... Oh, needs some of the scrap, too. I forgot about that. Oh, doggone it. Let's just go over here and pick up some more of this, then. I guess I could have gone into the forge and pulled some of it back out again. We'll get it a little bit here. We got to clear this stuff out of the way, kind of eventually anyways, so... It's fine. Alright, I have 8 now, it appears. So we can build one of these things now. Build structures, one of these. It's kind of big, but it's fine, because it's only a makeshift. You can construct all kinds of facilities and decorations inside habitats. You can use beds to sleep until a certain time of day. Before night falls, construct a bed. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the bed. We may or may not need it here, but we'll put it anyway.
A roof over your head and a place to lay it when you get tired. I must say, this outpost is coming along swimmingly.
Roland, it's a metal box with a bed in it. It's not exactly the Sagwa Palace.
All great adventures have humble beginnings. Now, there are a couple of things you might like to do to prepare for our first expedition.
Let me guess. Somewhere to store all the riches we're inevitably gonna find?
Yes, and somewhere to cook something a bit heartier than a cactus root. You're wasting away. There are also some interesting areas nearby that I saw on our way in. We should check them out.
True enough. Okay, let's go get the lay of the land before we hurtle off into the underground to make our fortune.
That's the spirit. I've marked some areas of interest on your compass.
Alright, so our first area of interest is here.
Tracks coming and going from this cave.
Is the cave entrance.
The previous expedition came and went through here.
Certainly looks that way. Suit scan time.
Put X to scan.
Yep. I'm detecting plenty of minerals as well as the remnants of man-made structures. Once we're ready, I'd say this is where we start heading underground.
Alright. We also need to go visit a few other POIs, so let's go this way. I'm going to hit, not necessarily the railings or the big pieces, but these things here as we go past. This type of scrap here as we go past. One more there. Just to pick up a little bit of scrap, as well as any of the fruit cactuses. We can always pick up more scrap later if we need it.
Oh, an oasis. Lucky. We'll have some drinkable water.
Hang on, Maeve. Let's just double check. Give it a scan and let's see. Drinkable is definitely a relative term for the water here.
Oh, how come?
All the complex amino acids and odd RNA fragments I'm picking up mean you'll definitely want to purify this water before you drink it.
No skipping it up with my bare hands then.
Ugh, afraid not.
Alright, over here.
Wow, that's a big hole. I can't even see the bottom.
Fire off a suit scan. Maybe we can get a return bounce from whatever's down there.
Nope.
No return bounce. It really is deep. Maybe if we brought some external scan charges like I'd suggested, Maeve.
There's no way I was lugging that much across the desert. We had to travel light to get here. It's fine. The crater's not important. Don't worry about it.
One more biomass. There we go. Alright, so this thing here will give us a crate that we do not have the code for, and I'm guessing... Yeah, that doesn't work either. But we also have a rectangular table with holding some blueprints, basically. This is a dew catcher blueprint, and then a journal entry. Project Gaia personal log. I'm not going to read through it, but you can pause and read it if you'd like. I don't know who TL is. It may or may not be Grandpa. One of the things we can do, I don't know if there's a benefit to this or not, but we can click on these and N to dismantle them. This and this, and we get a little, we get a little bit of building materials out of it. Not a lot, but oh, there's another stool here too. Not a lot, but a little bit of stuff. That's good, I guess. And we got a bottle of water too, which is good because we found out that our water supply isn't really drinkable.
Oh, nice. Waterfall of blood.
Waterfall of blood.
A bloodfall? That bodes well. Give it a scan. Okay, good news. Not a blood waterfall. It is just water. High levels of aluminium oxide, though. And silicates. Phenocrysts. Carbonyl sulfide. Whatever it flows from, the temperature is high. Maeve, I reviewed that last cave scan.
Anything interesting?
There's a dense energy reading in there. Artificial and strong.
Strong enough that we could use it to power a basic habitat?
Distinctly possible. When you're ready, head into the caves and let's explore.
And I don't know if there's anything else hiding out here in the open. Oh yeah, here's something. Another box. Grab this cactus here too. And maybe this piece of metal here. Got him. I believe this box is locked as well. Yeah. Oh, no, it's not. Take all. There we go. I don't think... Or can we? We can. We can dismantle that box then, too. I think that's worthwhile to do. Because... right, and we're back here, home. So we need to go underground now. I think we should do potentially before we go underground. We have a new journal entry to read here. One small step. You all can read that one. Yes, too. If you'd like. I think we can build. Oh yeah, we need to build the scrap grill. Let's put that up over here next to the thing. Get out of that, and then we can click on there. We can use the grill to prepare meals, which can affect Maeve's vitality. Yeah, because I haven't been really worrying about that lately. We need to feed in all of these cactus fruits. Cooking panel, that's what we gotta do. We just do this, and you just say, I want to make a bunch of these things. It looks like you can queue a handful, and then we could eat this. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, here. And then middle mouse these.
A hot meal, finally. Gotta keep on top of my nutrition while I'm working. I always feel a lot stronger when I'm
eating the crap out of these, by the way. As they pop in the inventory, I'm just middle mouse buttoning them. You can see our 3 stats here are going up as I eat them. So I need to eat a bunch of them. Let's go back into the cooking panel and add a bunch more of these to the queue. We picked up a lot of them. We can also make a mushroom soup, but we don't have any, well, mushrooms, so we can't do that. But we do need a little bit more biomass eventually to be able to make all the things here. Alright, so we should be good. We'll let these cook while we're away. And we're going to go into the cave. There's a time of day here someplace, I think. Actually, one more thing I wanted to do before we go into the cave. Can we build a storage crate? Yes, let's do that too. And then we can drop some of these things in here. That should be fine. Let's see, maybe some of this, some of these we don't need. Maybe some of these, because you can see down there are we can only carry 72 somethings, and these storages can only handle 25, but hey, that's 25 I don't have to carry, right? So that'll be good, and we'll go inside the cave here and see what we can find. Go ahead and hit this. I guess, maybe not.
Ah, get a whiff of that.
Here we are.
Toxic, dangerous air. Oh, you'll need to be careful with how long you stay down here, Maeve.
Short trips are okay for now, but I'm gonna need some upgrades if we're gonna get much further in.
So we
Maeve,
have
look, our first note.
Ah, this
some
is it.
fancy
The mother lode.
shiny.
Ah, you're right. It's mainly dirt and rock. But there are resources you can use to upgrade the outpost.
The fancy shiny cactuses that have different kind of fruit on them. And then this new ore, this ore here.
The energy readings are coming from that crate. Check it out.
It has an RTG in it and a terraforming charge. Take all, please.
RTG? Huh. Well, that would explain the energy readings.
Ooh-wee, this is big. We can build a proper habitat with this bad boy.
The last expedition here obviously did a sloppy job of cleaning up after themselves. Well, let's head back to the surface.
So one of the things we're kind of stuck in right now is we can only be under here for so long. As you see, the blue bar down there is the oxygen bar down the bottom and left here, and it is dwindling fast, so we need to get out of here so we can go back out to the surface. Although right here at the door, we actually do get oxygen. As you can see, it filled up here. So we don't necessarily have to go all the way outside, but the game wants to take us
Now
out
that
there.
you've
So.
got that RTG, let's get a basic habitat built.
I'll pick up another one of these glow fruit cactuses, though. All right, so a basic habitat. We also have the ability to throw these terraforming charges to break away some of these outcroppings. And this outcropping here says that it needs terraforming charge small. Did I throw those in the bin? I did. Okay, they're over here in the box. let's take them both. So if we go into the inventory and we click on it, put it on the hotbar, or can we just click on it? I guess we have to put it on the hotbar. And then we do the hotbar, and we do R, and it'll toss it over there and nuke that, and we can pick up the regolith pieces from it. But that allows us to clear and smooth out some of the various outcroppings of land here. We can get rid of this one here by the door, same thing, a small one. R. And then this bigger one over here, we'll need to have a medium one, if I recall correctly. Let's put that there. Yes, medium. R. That's all we have for those yet, but that's fine. Like this one over here, we'll need another medium one. This is plenty of room. Am I full? I'm full. Inventory is full. Okay. Hush. So we'll come over here and we'll put down the new thing. Build menu. Structures. We need to have 5 of these materials, which we have. This is quite a bit bigger than the other one is, as you can see. And we have a bit of space here we could put it in. I'm just going to put it right here. Snapping. You'll need to build an access platform to get up to your new basic habitat. Some constructions will snap to certain locations and on others, like doorways. Alright, so we need to do platforms, access platform. And this needs to be rotated. Let's see, this way. And snapped into that point right there.
Now that we're up and running with a proper habitat, we're going to need some more building materials.
Definitely. There's only so much scrap around here to melt down.
We really should get a regolith printer built. There's an entire planetary crust right here to help us.
Good plan. The regolith we gather from the nodes in the caverns will provide us all the building materials we need.
Alright, so we need to build a few things here. Power is first, the RTG we picked up. It's used as an item to build the thing. So I'm just going to put it down over here, kind of in the corner, as close as I can get into the corner.
Excellent work, Maeve. A nice little habitat, I must say.
And that'll give us some power.
A lot better than that little metal box, right?
Very much so. Plus, thanks to the RTG we found, it has power!
Now we can really get things started with some proper equipment.
Indeed. Plenty of facilities to construct in order to start processing those resources from the caverns.
We can start exploring deeper underground as well. Ooh, there is bound to be good stuff down there.
Alright, so regolith printer is the first thing. It'll allow us to print...
That's the printer setup.
Lovely. The regolith of the planet's surface makes for excellent building material.
I also have a bunch of stone that the printer won't accept. We'll need to crush it down to get anything usable from it.
There's metal ore in here as well. So, it's worth getting a smelter built.
Alright, so we hit that. We dump all of the regolith and or the regolith chunks in here, and they start printing the building material for us. We'll need to go back outside and let the bot pick up a few of these pieces that we couldn't pick up before, because we didn't have the space for it. And that includes over here in the other spot we blew up, because we can use all those pieces now, which is why I wasn't sad about picking up the pieces of regolith earlier. You can see how they kind of get transported to our spot, our position here. Yep, there we go. We could put another staircase here, but I suspect we'll want to snap these modules together, so we won't want to have a staircase in the back. So this is doing its thing. We can deposit more. We can take all of these out. That would be fine. We also have this sandstone and sandstone shards, and I think the game was trying to tell us there's more things we can do with that, like a stone crusher. So let's do that. Put it right next to this other one, like so. Let it be built, and then we'll click on out of build mode and click on that, and we can deposit in sandstone and sandstone shards. Sandstone will give us kaolinite ore, 2 of them, for every 10 sandstone we put in. Kaolinite ore times 2, solazine times 2, and 15 regolith. And then for every shard we put in there, we'll get 1 solazine and 5 regolith chunks. We'll feed it all in and let the thing process one batch, I guess, which is fine. And we could do take all and then redeposit just to make our lives a little bit easier. We also, I think, have a couple other things to do. Basic smelter needs some more of those solazines, so we'll have to go back inside. Crafting bench needs metal bars, which I think we can get from this. We get from the smelter, so we'll have to just kind of do a little bit more. But we should also build one of these dew catchers. They're going to give us a supply of fresh water, and I'll just put one here. We may want more than one, I don't know, but at least for now, this will slowly. 12.5 minutes, it will collect some water. Let's go over here, and I want to actually go into build mode and click on that and move with M and bring it over here. I don't know if I want this inside or not, but at least we can put it here, and that way we can use it. I want to take all, and then I want to go into the cooking panel and queue up a crap ton more of these things. That's good. And then this box as well, I think I will move as well, M, and put it over here. Maybe I should put it inside. I don't know. Let's see. I have a bunch of those in my inventory. I need to take this stuff out, that stuff out. Oh, that's my inventory. Never mind. Wrong way, Wally. Wrong way. These and those and these all come to me. Actually, let's go ahead and feed this into the grill. Let's just take everything out of here for right now. Glow sticks. Lotus seeds. Okay, so we must be able to plant seeds at some point. It's kind of nice. Feed a bunch of those in. I'll take these again. I'm going to eat a bunch of these just to top off what I can. That's well fed, so we can't really go any further than that. But I do actually want to drop a bunch of this stuff. We shouldn't really need this anymore, because all this was doing for us was making the building materials, which we can now make out of other things. So I'm going to go ahead and go into build mode, click, and dismantle that with N. That'll give us back a few materials here. And then let's go ahead and drop these. I'm full already? Oh, I'm full already. Can I duplicate? Yeah, you. There we go. Makes life a little bit simpler, I guess. So you can have that and this. And let's go inside and feed into the printer real quick. Also, let's do this again. That's all we've got of something or other. Feed into here, these things. And feed into here, any of these things. We don't have any of those things. Alright, let's go back. Let's go back into the cave then. It's getting dark, but I think it'll be alright. And we'll just have a look around here. I'm not going to go down that way to the left yet. I do see some more blueprints and things back here, so I'm going to come back here first. Pick up whatever this is again. Oh, it's a regular node, right? What they're called. And we'll come over here. Ooh, solazine sitting there. Blueprint for a 45-degree connector. Okay. And then this box has just some things in it for us that we want. I'll get more mining nodes, I think, later. I want to kind of more collect the items that are laying around, like this. A drink can and a can stack. And that's probably because there's all these cans sitting here. Oh, there we go. Arcola. Nice. Alright, that's good. And then, over here we have another box. Take all of that.
Aha! An oxygen dome.
Mm-hmm.
That will certainly help us get further into the caverns.
Yep. Arctech is pretty cutting edge when it comes to anything that'll let them push their workers harder for longer.
Just remember, the domes won't be effective if you overuse them.
Workpad journal user Hoffman Frank. Position senior engineer, facility Delta. Well, that's the water pump junked. I'm not exactly sure why Kanye asked me to knock out. We're only sources of fresh water, but she's the boss. Alright, we're low on air. Let's go back to the door. Not gonna go through it, just gonna go to it. Instead of using the tent, we're not that far. I don't think using the tent's a great thing to do unless we need to. Can we go into J and read that, or is that gonna be... Yeah, here it is. I left some schematics in the pump's computer in case she changes her mind. I have to come back and get it going again. I've learned one thing in my time, is that the higher-ups can always change their mind later. Yeah, yep. Alright, we're back on suit oxygen again. Oh. Let's see here. Buildable object, water pump. There's mushrooms here. I forgot to look for those when we were wandering around earlier. Take care of that and some of this. Alright, and then we can just collect some more stuff now.
Module.
Correctamundo. That is an ARC self-contained habitat module.
Why is there still a hab here? If the previous expedition left long ago.
Unknown. Perhaps you can gain access and find out.
I can't climb this. Can you get us through? The rock seems pretty tough.
Not without an upgrade. They really defanged me when we left ARC.
Feeling a little weak without your big bad weezer fangs.
Well, it's one of those fangs back. You've got to get reconnected to the ARC network. Until then, though, my calculations show that basic mining explosives are likely capable of breaching this rockfall.
Okay, we can do that. I'll need to build a crafting bench back at the outpost, but I should be able to refine everything I need from what we can find round here.
Wonderful. Goal updated. Manufacture mining explosives at crafting bench and gain access to mysterious habitat.
Alright, so this is as far as I got in my test playthrough, which is just about as far as we're going to get today, I think. But we can do a little bit more. Angle I think was off and it wasn't liking that, but we can make a couple more machines and we should do that just to explore that a little bit, and then we'll probably go ahead and do this. We'll probably not get to doing the terraforming or the mining explosives, unfortunately. Let's go in here. We can deposit these things, of course. We can deposit these things, of course. And then we should be able now, hopefully. So let's take this and take these and those. We should be able to now build the basic smelter here. And then that will let us smelt metal scrap 2-to-1 into building material, as opposed to, I think it was 1-to, or I don't remember what it was for the other stuff, but it required biomass. And then also kaolinite ore into kaolinite bars. So we can just deposit those here. And that'll make 3 total bars for us. Now, so this one is going to be done here momentarily. This is about that crate we found that's locked. Hopefully we'll find we would find a code to get into that. And then finally, we need to... we did clear space using the terraforming charges, so that's fine. We need to construct a crafting bench, which I think...
Dave, your first metal bar. Are you proud?
Proud.
I sort of am. This beats melting scrap in a plant-powered junk box any day.
Those days are gone. Now you can melt scrap in a high-energy furnace powered by a nuclear battery. The inexorable march of technological progress.
Alright. And then we can go to the crafting bench, and we can make glow sticks, mining explosives, which need solazine and kaolinite bars, terraforming charges, some more kaolinite drill bit for automated drill platform, so there is automation in this game. Kaolinite frames will need to have a lot more kaolinite bars and oxite, which we don't even know about yet. And then basic electronics, which will need silica and solazine. So we could make one of these. We could go blast that thing actually before we go. I think that would be a good thing to do. We also have that Arcola, which is energy and hydration. Hey, let's just go ahead and drink one of those. Oxygen dome we don't need. The cave mushrooms, I think we need more of them in order to use them for this thing. We need to have 5 of them, yeah. So that'll be a little while yet, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and eat just a bit more here. And then let's go back inside with our... Actually, do I have the... No, it's in the crafting bench, isn't it? Glad I thought about it before I came out all the way. Yeah. Oopsie.
Good job, Maeve. Explosives crafted.
Ah, now we can get through that
Actually,
rockfall and see what's on the other side.
Okay, well, it sucked us in. Oh, there's the mushrooms right there. There's some mushrooms right there. Let's see, what else we got? I don't want to loiter too long, but it wouldn't hurt to pick a few of them up. Some back there, too. So the game won't let us build in here. When I press B, it says we cannot build here. Which is interesting because obviously our predecessors must have with all this stuff sitting here. All the scrap, that is. Let's go ahead and do... put the mining charges on... let's go to 3 here. And then we can just R them onto that. And that'll blast one of these rocks, at least. Indicator lights on the outside of the storage crates transition from green to red as it becomes something. Oh, that's the end of the demo. Well, I'm glad we got that far. Does this close or does it close? Oh, reset me back out here to my bed. Okay, well, so that's the end of the demo. That was good to have done, I guess, because then we got to the end of the demo. So let me know your thoughts on this game. You know what you what you think about it, whether you're going to play it or not. If you'd like to see me play it in the future, check it out for yourself, of course, in Steam Next Fest, and see what you think for yourself. And any other games that you might think of or might notice that you think that would be good for me to feature here, by all means, reach out to me in the chat or the comments. Come to Discord and share them there. You can find that link in the description below. And we'll see if we can squeeze any more games in this week. I have one more selected after this, so if you have a suggestion, then that might very well get added in if it looks like it's good and fits and all that kind of thing with the channel here. But by all means, let me know. Let me know what you find, and we'll see where we can get to this week with Next Fest and where we go beyond that. So thank you all for joining me. And I will see you all again next time. Bye for now.